Hello, hello, and welcome back to the channel. As most of you know, I'm Topher. And for those of you who don't know and just randomly decided to click on my video, welcome to the channel. I'm Topher. Thank you for stopping by. So we're here to do a reaction, and we are honoring our Artist of the Month for July 2020, the one, the only, the queen, the empress, the goddess, Asia's songbird, Miss Regine Velasquez. Now, before we get started, I want to give a huge shout out to my followers over on Patreon. I cannot begin to thank you for all your support, and hopefully I'll continue to make content you'll want to support in the future. I'm super excited to get into this because she is one of the single best vocalists in the history of the world, and I just, every time I listen to her, it's always just a magical experience. So I've got so many things on my list that you guys have sent me recently since I announced that she was the Artist of the Month, and just over the last couple months and whatnot that I haven't gotten to yet. But this was actually sent to me on Facebook, and they asked me to react to Regine Velasquez singing What I Did for Love, from the musical Chorus Line, and I feel like she might have sung this. This might have been part of the medley that she did with Lea Salonga when they were doing this sort of virtual thing when quarantine was first going down a couple months ago. I think this was part of that medley. I'm not entirely, I don't remember 100%, but I think it was. But either way, I love this song, and I can't wait to see what Regine does with it, so we're just going to dive on in. Now that's an intro to a video.
Kiss today goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow. The same to you. And I won't forget what I did for love, what I did for love. Love is never gone as we travel. Love's what we'll remember. Kiss today goodbye and point me towards tomorrow.
Beautiful. Okay, so before I get into anything, I just want to take it back to the beginning a little bit because there's something I want to reiterate. Plus, I want to listen to it again.
Kiss today goodbye. The sweetness and the sorrow.
So like this whole first little bit here, I love how expressive her voice is. Like, right there, like how she incorporates that sort of like extra breath in some of her words, and she's more like speaking it than just singing it. Like it's just and then right there, the first time I watched it through, it gave me chills right there. That did for love gone, like how perfect her note was, how perfect and steady, and it was pristine. And then just the music behind it, how it was also building up, and then it just had that slight little crescendo, and then the downbeat on, I think the cymbals or something, going into gone, love is never gone. Like just how it built up so easily and so smoothly. It wasn't like a big belty part, but it was still just this nice little crescendo moment that happened, and it gave me chills the first time listening through, and it gave me chills again just now. But what I was pointing out here, which I didn't really talk too much because I wanted to listen to her sing it, but I loved how expressive her vocals and her vocal choices were for that first little stretch of the song before that, you know, little mini crescendo thing that I was just talking about happened. Because like there were so many like just different places where she would just, instead of just sing, because you could very easily just sing the song through and it's fine, it's beautiful and pretty, but there were choices she made on certain words, certain phrases where she spoke it instead of singing it, and it just gave this other level. It's a musical theater song, so it's just another one of those sort of musical theater performer type things of interpreting a song. It's why in like past things when I've reacted to Regine sing stuff from musical theater, and you guys have let me know that, you know, she had offers to be, you know, that kind of star back in the day, but she turned them down for her reasons and whatnot. But I'm glad to see her still singing those kind of songs, because she very well could. She has all of the ability to sing those songs and be believable as that kind of musical theater singer, because like there's a lot of people who can sing these songs, sure, but they might come from more of a pop background and they sound like pop singers, which there's nothing wrong with sounding like a pop singer. Pop singers are great singers as well, you know, just different kinds of things. But she is very much believable as a musical theater singer, and she is very much believable as a pop singer when she's ready to embrace that kind of thing. It's just a versatility thing in her voice. But I love just those choices she made, those little nuanced choices to just, you know, speak certain words, to just give that kind of impact of the song, to tell the story. It's storytelling. And she's one of those master storytellers. And then another instance that I love there towards the end was because towards the end she started to put more gas on the pedal, and she started to do more things, because like I have a very good template of the song in my head. I've not sung it for anything other than my own, you know, personal reasons. Like the song came on and I really enjoyed the song, but I have not like sung it at karaoke or for any events or anything like that. But I enjoy singing the song, so I have this template in my head of how the song goes, and you know, just especially there towards the end, how it builds and whatnot. And she was, rather than just what I did for love, what I did for love, and you know, just keeping it pretty straight and whatnot. She was putting more gas on the pedal. She was doing these little runs here and there, and like they never became too much. They were very tastefully chosen. It kind of reminds me of things I've said when I reacted to Jessie J when she was singing on Singer 2018, and how it's just something that I feel comes with maturity, because like anybody well, not anybody, but there are a lot of singers who are out there who are amazing technicians. They've got amazing skills. They can riff and run all over the place. And when you're younger, sometimes you do it unnecessarily just to show that you can. And I feel like it's just a trait of maturity that you come to learn when it's appropriate to do certain things in the song and when you should probably dial back a little bit, when to give and when to take, you know, that kind of thing. It's just things you learn as you perform more and become a more mature performer. And Regine is fantastic. Like I can't think of a performance that I've seen even from her younger days where I felt like she was doing too much or doing the most, because she has the ability to. She's got all the vocal capabilities in the world, especially in her younger days. Like she can go all over the place if she wants to. But I can't think of an instance where I felt like she ever did too much. But like I was saying when I reacted to Jessie J on the Singer 2018, she was very much a more mature performer at that point than I remember her being just from her own solo career prior to that. And like the vocal choices that she made, the choices to do certain kinds of runs, the choices to go all out, or the choices to keep things reserved and soft and pretty, like it was just beautiful, 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 beautiful. And Regine here, it was that same kind of thing. There towards the end, when things were building up, she was giving me all these runs that were so tasteful and just weren't anything that I would imagine doing with the song. And it was just very, very powerful and just kept building in power and power and power. And then I was not sure what she was going to do with that last "What I Did for Love," because in my head, like the template I have, like first two you can sing normally or whatever, but then that last one is just very kind of like the music goes away and you just kind of, it's soft and pretty and you just dial it back. And I wasn't sure if she was just going to keep going up the scale and just keep building up that power, because the first two that she was doing, they were building up there, but then she did it and it was just like the cherry on top of a fantastic performance, because it's so easy, especially when you're in that, you've got that momentum going, like you're building, you're climbing. It's so easy to just keep on going, keep on trucking through. And it's just so much, for me, it's so much harder once you've got that momentum to just all of a sudden dial it back. And it's so much more impactful to just do and dial it back, because everyone's expecting you to go up there. Everyone's expecting to keep going. So when you subvert their expectations, it's like, okay, now that's what makes performances interesting. So I loved how she just made it her own there towards the end. She was just going off on the song up and up and up, and then she just pulled it back and made it soft and intimate again. It was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, this was everything that I expected from the performance, from her singing this song, because like I said, she's one of the best vocalists in the world, and her capabilities are insane, and it's a beautiful song. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. So thank you for the suggestion. I hope you guys enjoyed this reaction. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, turn on notifications to be notified when all my shenanigans get posted. If there's anything else you'd like me to react to, be sure to leave it down in the comments, and I'll get to it as soon as I possibly can. If you would like to support the channel in other ways, you're more than welcome to join us over on Patreon. You don't have to, but you're more than welcome to if you want to. And I will see you guys in my next video. Love you. Mwah. And before you guys go, a shout out to my amazing patrons. I can't begin to express how thankful I am for your support. And if you guys would like to join us over on Patreon, the link is down in the description. I love you guys. Hey guys, don't forget to check out the playlist on my channel for all of your favorite reaction videos. We've got playlists for Morissette Amon, Kelly Clarkson, Katrina Velarde, Tori Kelly, and more, so be sure to check them out.